Join us every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for the Radiant Mind Meditation with Dr. John Gray, the #1 trusted relationship expert, the author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. What many people don't know is that John Gray spent 9 years as a celibate monk and the personal assistant to the founder of Transcendental Meditation. During this time, he learned powerful meditation practices and techniques, which he has developed and refined for the last 50 years. He now brings us his resonance, wisdom, and energy every week on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. on the SoulSearch Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube. Join us every Wednesday.
Well, good morning and welcome back to our regular SoulSearch meditation. We're going to begin now. We do a kind of an invocation to align ourselves with divine energy. And today we're going to use the positive frequency of 528 hertz and some nice music that I found on YouTube. And it's a nice way to meditate. Certainly you can use, gold, you can use silver, you can use jewels, you can use water, you can use your breathing. One of the easiest ways is to resonate with positive frequencies that we now can generate. We can resonate with the earth, we can resonate with crystals. So this radiant mind meditation is really a process of intention and resonance and alignment with the divine. If you just channel energy, sometimes you don't know who's coming in. It may sound really good or whatever, but you just want to make sure that we're focused on the source of life, the divine positive energy, which I use the phrase for that is God. This is not necessarily the God of any particular religion. Particularly, I don't call him the God of any sort of being. Like in the Old Testament, there's this being Yahweh who they call God, who literally told them to go out and rape and pillage and kill people. This was a time of deep darkness on the planet, and we're emerging out of that now, as there's a lot of talk of let's find our prosperity in America through being able to create beautiful things rather than depending on the military industrial complex. War has always been the major way for people to make money. And now we're moving into a time where we have cooperation, we have mutual support, we have creativity, we have invention, we have industry, we have greater justice. There's a sense of intuitively following what used to be called the 10 Commandments. We didn't really need it written on a scroll, today. We intuitively, as our hearts are open, we intuitively want a win-win creation, a win-win work situation, a win-win situation with ourselves and other peoples. Because as you feel the greater unity of our spiritual nature, that they're part of us is we are part of the whole, like waves on an ocean. And being a part of the whole, to hurt others is to hurt ourselves. And we experience that most dramatically in our families, because that's where we feel so close. Our children have our DNA, so we have a greater sense of their happiness is our happiness. And our spouse, if we're having a intimate sexual relationship, which is a part of marriage, it's part of romance, it's what most people are wanting today, maybe not all, but as this applies to those people, when you're in a romantic relationship, you're bonding with each other, and it gives you the ability to experience suffering when your partner suffers. So many men will say, This relationship's too hard because I can't do anything to make her happy. So when she's not happy, he becomes unhappy. And part of our maturing is to have a sense of I can make myself happy and I can be happier with my partner. So I want it to be a win-win situation. Her happiness is my happiness. But if I can't hold on to a state of centered connection to the source within me, or the ability to connect to that at times when I'm disconnected, which means I can do things to be happy. I can do this meditation with you and I suddenly become happy. I can do the meditation on my own, I become happy. I do the meditation with you, I become happier because we're joining together and sharing our energies to help and support each other. It's always helping. We're born to help and we're born to be helped. And for women, it's a journey of learning how to stop trying to earn your worthiness and be your true self, which is already always worthy of love. And at times when you're not feeling love, to be able to come back to that love. And there's so many ways to come back to the love and loving yourself, feeling good to yourself. Meditation is one of those ways. But then when in my book, Beyond Mars and Venus, I explore many, many pages on how women can balance their hormones, the yin and yang energy in their bodies. And of course, our class called Understanding Men at marsvenus.com goes into that, a 6-week course for women, which is quite amazing class to take. But ultimately, what happens in relationships is that, particularly for women, when they have sex, they bond even way more than a man does. A man bonds through doing things to make her happy, and then experiences a higher level of bonding. But he first has to bond on a basic level with her. Then he goes to a higher level. For women, if they have sex too soon, they bond and then they feel hurt because he hasn't yet bonded with her. And primarily don't bond by just having sex. As you probably know, or I can tell you, the huge research showing in pornography sites that men imagine having sex and they don't come back to the same person. It's a very short 8-minute experience of finding someone and finishing and never returning. That's the average. So when men have sexual feelings, and they culminate those feelings in a fantasy, it just lowers their testosterone, causes detachment, causes lack of connection with spirit. It's such a tragedy that's happening today for men, but also for women. For women, it's imagining a man that he's the one for you and he's going to make you happy. And so you have sex with him before he's earned his way, before he's found his place, before he's bonded with you emotionally. Then you go higher with him to experience this great experience of making love for those that go on that path. There's also the path of not having marriage and partnership. My focus here, though, is the path of intimacy and growing through that. And so it's a tragedy. There's so much pressure on women to have sex right away, casual sex and all that. I know it's fun. I did it all. And it took me down. I went to the heights through meditation and pure life, pure monogamous relationship. And it was such a great experience. And then, but before I got married, I was having sex with different women and I felt love in my heart, but I didn't really know them. I hadn't done anything for them. They were just liked me and said, oh, maybe this would be a good guy, and ended up having sex, the fantasy of what could be, and bond with a fantasy, which just makes women feel ungrounded. It causes a feeling of neediness. It causes hurt and mistrust. It's so potent that I'm finishing a book right now, which is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, Why Men Call Back, as opposed to why men don't call back, which is big part of the book is why men pull away from relationships. And one of the mistakes that couples make, there's so many, is sex too soon. Sex too soon. Not to say that it always doesn't work out, but it's good to go slow. It's good to go slow. Bond first emotionally over time, and then bond even more to the highest level. Otherwise, you're having sex with a fantasy. It's like pornography. I've already discussed how that drains the soul. For men, it lowers their testosterone. For women, it lowers their estrogen. Creates stress, distress, neediness, unhappiness for women. Creates detachment, lack of motivation for men. It also can cause men to become overly needy too, going too far to their. When men become weak, they begin producing female hormones. All of that's in my book, Beyond Mars and Venus. So I talk a little bit, give you a little insights for the day, and uh, it's now 7:15 my time. I like you to all imagine coming to be with me, whatever time you are, or if you're watching a recording of this, just imagine being here in my room. We're meditating together, and we'll travel the universe together to feel our oneness with the all. So this is a meditation of uh, just simple higher states of consciousness, the different shifts that we can experience within ourselves. And if you feel the shifts, that's great. If you don't, just listen to the music and enjoy my voice as I allow myself to resonate with you in higher states of consciousness. It's taken me over 50 years to develop this ability. It's like being able to, a basketball player who can put the ball in the hoop every time. Not that I'm that good, certainly not in basketball, but in meditation, I can do that. And I practice, practice, practice. I heard Steph Curry will spend hours and hours every day shooting these shots. It's something we have to do. I've noticed for myself that as I've learned these, some of the shifts that we'll be going through, I go through much, much faster to anchor them in every day. Just like doing exercises, certain movements, you do them, now you're set. So you can always put on these videos, even when it's not live. This comes into the quantum field where we're all one, and you can have your favorite one. We've got so many different ones. Today is going to be very easy and simple. Uh, what I found is for me, I'm probably going to do less of the more intense emotional ones. I tend to absorb while guiding everybody through that too much, and then I have to take a big long nap. And so right now I'm very, very busy in my life with my counseling, with my 5 companies, and with writing a book, and with planning a world tour. So it's a lot happening. It's something happened this year, a big shift, and I'm very excited about it. And but I really love doing these meditations. I don't know if I'll always be able to keep doing them, but I'm glad that they'll be live on YouTube for the future for people to use. And when you're traveling to 50 locations in a year, uh, you don't always have time in the schedule. So let's appreciate this time we have together. So together, let's put our hands in the air and close our eyes. Listen to this nice music. And we call upon the highest divine energy, that God of gods, the source of creation, the source of creation. A conscious intelligence that expresses itself through each of us as different points of unique expression, consciousness knowing itself through experience, through meditation, through this mind, through this body. So connecting with our higher self above us and that which is beyond a higher self, our soul connected to the great soul of the universe. Great spirit, divine source, we call upon your loving life force, your energy, and your blessings today. We open our hearts to you. So this is all with our hands in the air. So dear God, our hearts are open to you. We open our arms out. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. We bring our hands the shoulder level. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Meaning, come into our consciousness, come into our awareness. God is always present. We're just not aware of it. So, hands up, dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Let's do that together 10 times. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. As we do this, continue to be aware of your fingertips and your palms. And now just let your awareness sink into awareness, oneness with your fingertips, and feel a tingling energy, feel a warmth, or feel a numbness, a heaviness as it's starting to wake up. So we do it again, slowly go up, dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Now we set an intention. Fill us with your love and light. Fill us with your blessings. And slowly bring the hands together in what looks like a prayer position, but the hands aren't really touching, just close. And then gently pull them apart. Fill us with your love and light. Bless us this day. Bless this day. Hands coming back together. And notice the space between your hands. And pulling it back and forth, a little bit like taffy if you're pulling it apart. And bringing the hands back together. And you just feel the energy in the space between your hands and you palpate. Slow movements. This is one way to awaken your awareness of the subtle energy of the divine. So our movements gently as dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come. Fill us with your love and light. Bless this day. And then we want to have a frequency as the energy awakens in our awareness. We want to place it in a frequency, which is why we have the natural elements, our music. Use this music to fill us with your love and light. Use this music to fill us with your love and light. So we put our hands out like we're making an offering, putting our hands out, using this music, offering it up to the divine. Use this music to fill us with your love and light. Feel the tingling in your fingertips. Feel the tingling in your hands. Use this music to fill us with your love and light. It's imagining the frequency of the music resonating with your hands resonating with the music. And now another movement. It's good to anchor these stages of shifts, the hand movements in the beginning. And then your hands come around and down, palms down, and circling around, palms down, with the intention right now, using this music, fill us with your love and light. Moving the hands from open and out, offering to the divine to use this music. Then hands coming around. Let's see if I can get my hands right here. A little confusing with the screen. So hands are out and then all the way around, coming down right now by your angels of music. Angels are like positive frequencies, different qualities right now. Through your angels of music, fill us with your love and light. And then open the hands to open palm position. Thank you. And feel gratitude. So take a moment to reflect as you're allowing the energy just to flow into and through your fingertips to your palms. Feel grateful. And as you use this frequency of the music, feeling gratitude, imagine drawing energy in through your fingertips. And notice your breath. With every breath in, it's like drawing the air, not just through your nose, to the tip of your nose, down to your lungs, but imagine it also flowing in through your fingertips with every in breath. And then relaxing on the exhale. Thank you. Using this frequency right now, we are receiving your love and light, and your blessings. Thank you. With every in breath, imagine energy flowing through your fingertips to your palms. And now we'll do a little body scan. With every breath, breathe energy in through your fingertips to your palms and then to your elbows. Breathe in again, fingertips, palms to the elbows. And breathe again, drawing the energy from the fingertips to the elbows to the shoulders. Breathe in again, repeating the elbows to the shoulders. And now breathe in through your fingertips to the elbows, shoulders, and to your chest. As you continue to breathe in through your fingertips to your elbows, your shoulders, and your chest, imagine the energy resonating with the heart and with the lungs in your chest. With every in-breath, flowing from your fingertips to your shoulders, to your heart, to your lungs. You may feel this energy as tingling energy filling up your body. You may experience it as increasing light and awareness of these parts of the body. With every breath, you're drawing in the energy. Like drinking from a straw, pulling the energy from your fingertips to your elbows, to your shoulders, to your chest, to your heart, to your lungs. Let the awareness now draw that energy from the chest with every breath to the liver, in the right bottom part of the belly, in the mid part of the body. Let the energy go from the right middle part to the left, to your stomach, your small intestines, your big intestines. Energy flowing from the shoulders to the chest, to the liver, to the stomach, to the intestines, to the whole area, which we'll consider the belly. Let your awareness go to your back and be aware of the two kidneys, the lower back. And now let the awareness and energy flow in your fingertips to your shoulders, to your chest, to your belly, and now into the kidneys and the whole insides of the body, filling with energy, intelligent energy, healing energy, blessing you with good health, integrating spirit into the body, vibrating in the frequency of the music, allowing the energy to flow freely into the body. Let the energy move down into the pelvic area, healing light, healing energy, simple awareness of that part of the body. Let your whole body just relax. Let the energy flow down, the awareness flow down the back of the legs, to the knees, to the ankles, to the sole of the feet, to the toes, drawing that energy from the fingertips all the way down to the toes. And from the toes up the top of your feet to the ankles, from your ankles to the top of your legs to your knees, from your knees to the base of the spine. Letting the energy flow from your toes up the front of your legs to the base of the spine, and from the base of the spine, continuing to pull the energy in through our fingertips with every inhale. Let the energy begin to grow up the spine a couple of inches. Let it be there for a moment. And come up and maybe 4 inches. Be aware of the belly button in the back of the spine, behind the belly button. Let the energy flow up the spine another 6 inches to where the solar plexus is. The area around the diaphragm. And breathing in, drawing energy up the spine. And exhaling. Gently breathing in, drawing the energy up the spine as you breathe in. Moving up behind the center of your chest, often considered our heart center. Let it go up to the throat. From the throat, go to the back of the head. Let your head be filled with light energy. Let that light grow stronger in the back of your head. Feeling the energy from your fingertips, your shoulders, to your belly, to your toes, back up the spine, to the top of the head, the back of the head. And now imagine it flowing from the back of the head, expanding to the forehead, increasing the light. Increasing the light. With every breath, the light in your head grows stronger from the back of the head to the forehead. Now from the right ear to the left ear. Let that energy flow from the right to the left ear. Like a cross, energy flowing from the back to the front of the forehead, from the right to the left. And where it crosses is the center of the brain where the pineal gland is. Let the light increase as you let the energy flow in through your fingertips. Let that light grow stronger. The back of the brain to the front of the brain, from the right ear to the left. And from that center point in your brain, let the energy flow up to the crown, making a crown at the top of your head, circling around right to left and left to right. And let that right and left flow motion turn into a ball of light above your head. With every breath, imagine it becoming brighter, drawing in more energy through your fingertips. As we go into our higher self, the higher energy centers, the higher frequencies. Now, staying there, we want to draw the energy down to the forehead, down to the throat, down to the heart center, down to the solar plexus, down to behind the navel, a little bit down, and all the way down to the base of the spine. Energy flowing up to the top of the head. Energy flowing down to the base of the spine. As the energy flows up, imagine yourself surrendering, letting go of having to do and allowing the energy to flow automatically as it flows up, and let it flow down. Imagine the energy flowing up and flowing down. Simultaneously flowing up and down. Creating a magnetic pull from the base of your spine, going up and pulling it back down like a magnet. From the base of the spine, going up, the ball of light, pulling energy down simultaneously. As you get that feeling of energy flowing up and down, now switch and feel energy flowing down and back up. With the energy flowing from the crown of the head, the ball of light above, pulling it down and up. And now imagine the energy flowing up the front of the body and down the back as a loop simultaneously circling around. Feeling the energy flowing. Imagine that circle coming down and up, and now reversing that circle. Flowing up the front and going back down the back as a circle. Effortlessly merging, resonating with the beautiful music. And the 528 hertz, that frequency, very healing. Now imagine energy flowing up and back down, and then flowing up and back down. Flowing up and circling behind you, down, and then flowing up and circling in front of you, and coming down. This becomes above your head an infinity sign, like a figure 8. Energy flowing up, back down your back, and flowing back up and going out and circling down. And just imagine this flow continuing faster and faster, brighter and brighter, increasing the energy into your body as you resonate with the music, drawing energy in through your fingertips, to your shoulders, to your belly, your legs, your feet, up your spine, circling around behind you and in front of you, a figure 8, spinning faster and faster. Imagine the energy flowing up and around, increasing, beginning to spin around your body. We take the energy and weave a cocoon of light a few feet above the head. Spin this energy down to your shoulders, like with a needle following with thread, but weaving a cocoon of light around your chest area, but several feet out from the body, weaving it to the belly, to the heart center, to the belly, at those levels, weaving this cocoon, letting energy spin around, spinning around, all the way to the waist. Imagine yourself floating in the air, all the way to the knees, all the way to the feet, spinning around. And 2 feet below, a spinning cocoon of golden white light surrounding your body, like an aura, the etheric field, like an energy body shaped like an egg, an oval. Seal that thread at the base of the spine, containing you inside this circle of light. Spinning faster and faster. And as it spins in, it draws in more energy, filling up this cocoon of light, like raining down inside, down to your feet, filling up to your knees, filling up to your waist, filling up to your chest, to your shoulders, to your nose, as if you're submerged in golden white light, beautiful, peaceful energy. The energy fills up to the top of your head and 2 feet above. You are now merging into a field of energy, increasing, accumulating. As it accumulates, this ball of light expands bigger and bigger. And join with me in my office here. And let our circles of light expand to include the whole office, expanding out to include my house, expanding out the mountain that I'm on, expanding out over the Golden Gate Bridge into San Francisco, expanding out, including all of the west coast of America, all the way down to LA, all the way down to Mexico, expanding, including into our ball of light, all of the United States, Texas, Florida, New York, all of the different states, including as you go up and expand out, Canada, Alaska, North Pole. Let the expansion go down to include Central America, South America, Colombia, Peru, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, the whole South America, expanding to include our Antarctica, expanding around the globe over to our Australia, Indonesia, China, Vietnam, Korea, all that whole area we're expanding, including all of China, moving to all of Russia and Europe, England, Great Britain, Ireland, France, Germany, all the different countries of Europe, Spain, Africa, Egypt, pyramids, including all of that into your awareness. Awareness expanding out a ball of beautiful golden white light, filled up with light, expanded out to include the whole planet, drawing in awareness of love, peace, calm, expanding out, resonating with this frequency, expanding the earth towards the sun, Venus, towards the sun, Mercury, towards the sun, including the brilliant sun into our awareness, all the planets going around the sun, of Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, Pluto, all these different planets. The whole solar system within this bubble of light, expanding out, increasing the light, expanding out to other solar systems in our galaxy, to the whole galaxy, the Milky Way, and now expanding to the space beyond the galaxy, to another galaxy, and another galaxy, expanding infinitely fast to include clusters of galaxies into the deep space containing the all. Gathering all this energy into our body, that divine energy, that quantum field, draw it into the awareness that we are part of that. Our bodies are just made up primarily of space, all within us. As we experience that energy being within us, we penetrate even further, expanding into the all. And as we penetrate further, we continue to gather and concentrate that energy into what seems like matter. While we concentrate that energy, we permeate out and merge into the all. like a vast blue ocean of energy and light. We merge into it, dissolving into it like a sugar cube into an ocean, dissolving into it, merging into it, infusing that energy into our bodies, every cell of our body vibrating the frequency of the whole. As we infuse it into our body, merging into the all, we permeate everything, all existence, permeating. Permeating and infusing, we integrate the energy. And by making it a part of us, we can now expand out and radiate light from our pineal gland, radiate in all directions, like a light bulb. And as we radiate light out, integrating all that is into our being, that energy, integrating it in, our body is a reflection of the whole, the divine energy. We reflect the light of the universe through our bodies, through our minds, through our hearts. Let it shine out as a reflection of the whole. And in that, as we radiate out, we realize we are one. We are that. We are one with that. Great, great, infinite consciousness, intelligence. We're one with that. A small piece, but one with that. And as we feel that oneness, we exchange it, draw it back into ourselves, completely assimilating it, a knowing of oneness, assimilating, integrating, becoming. We become embodiments. And we embody once again that sense of self, that I'm one with the all. We begin to let it dissolve, no self. And from no self, we return to the source of life. In returning to the self, dissolving our egos, that other self that's always present, that consciousness that's always witnessing, knowing, experiencing through us, new and different. We return also to the little self, recognizing that we are completely dependent upon that great self. It's always helping us, guiding us to experience new aspects of who we are, our potential, and of the world, gaining knowledge, gaining experience. And in that, we can trust and have faith. In that, we have hope. In that, we recognize we have what we need and feel love and gratitude. And from that place of gratitude, we listen to our soul's desires and intention to be of help, to serve others, to develop our inner potential, to forgive, to be kind, to allow and let go. And believe that right now we're in the process of unfolding who we are, what we're supposed to become, what we're supposed to do, and that our soul's desires are being fulfilled right now in this moment. What we're looking for, wanting, is on its way. It's on its way. In that place of faith and hope and love, we give thanks. Feeling our whole body sizzling with divine energy, connecting with the world, drawing that energy down into the body, pulling it into the body, having a sense of the relationship of the body with the space. We feel a lightness. We feel uplifted. And we feel ready for the day. When I count to 3, we can open our eyes and we'll feel refreshed, feel happy, feel love, feel peace. 1, 2, 3. And you can open your eyes. And we did that. It's a good 45-minute meditation, a 15-minute talk. It's such a pleasure to join with you in the morning. And you have a lovely day. Thank you all so much. If you're listening now, we have this Saturday upcoming. There's a SoulSearch expo. I'll be speaking there on. I think I'll give a talk on why men call back, as opposed to why men don't call back, and the many mistakes that women unknowingly make, even though they're doing their very best. They're just not aware and understanding of men. I love seeing your comments, everybody. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for enjoying my books. For me, I think big. I don't always get there. There's an old saying, which is go for the stars and you'll make it to the moon at least. So I have a goal, which is to write 10 books, publish them, and market them. 10 new books that are sitting in my head right now, and I'm working on getting them done. So it's a big undertaking, but I wake up every morning with a big sense of mission and purpose. And I love, of course, counseling people. I love teaching classes. I'll be traveling a tour to 50 cities this year. And it's a busy year. There's a shift that's taken place. I'm a Capricorn, and Pluto has been sitting on top of my Capricorn in the sign of Capricorn for 20 years. And it gives us lessons. It's the great teacher and intensifies things, particularly prosperity, achieving your goals, transformation, personal growth, those kind of things. Well, it's moved on to the sign of Aquarius for another 20 years, where the focus will be on our freedom, free speech, freedom to express yourself, freedom in our relationships. And of course, that's very important to what I teach, which is we need to be free to be ourselves, but we also need to learn how to let our partners be free to be them. And a big lesson for us all to learn is how to, particularly the female, to ask for what she wants in a way that's most effective without giving the message to a man that he's not doing good enough. It's a challenging thing. That's going to be one of the books I write this year, and how to get what you need in a relationship. Understanding that the female side of us is the receptive side and the male side is the helping side, the action side. for women to do less in giving and practice how to receive, for men to do less in receiving, practice how to give without it having to be some gigantic problem that motivates him to give up his life, but to realize that to respond to little things is much easier to create that motivation and to give up our addictions. And that's also one of my goals this year is to give up any of the foods that cause me to gain extra weight. I'll put it that way. And I like having my ideal body shape for me. Everyone has their own body shape for them. And I like my body shape. I know what it is. I know what makes me feel good. And I don't have to be perfect, but I can get close to it. And that's my goal. I shoot for the stars. I'll get to the moon. So it's a delight to share with all of you. Have a great day. Um, I want to make to our sponsor, which is SoulSearch, and also to marsvenus.com. Our most popular course is Understanding Men. You can go there. It's a 6-week course, Understanding Men. I also have a class in Marin County. If you would like, near San Francisco, if you'd like to come visit with me for 3 days, a full day on Thursday, a full day on Friday, full day Saturday, a half day on Sunday in my relationship class for singles, couples, for people who want to make their relationships better, and for some people who are going through challenges in their relationship. I will be working with some people. I will be giving presentations, and I'll be doing workshop exercises with people to deal more with the emotional healing that needs to take place. Also, filled with so many insights, and there's plenty of time for me to answer people's personal questions. Not all questions get answered. We have a limited amount of time, but it's 2.5 days. So I'd like to see you there. That would be wonderful. And we are to sign up for that. You go to marsvenus.com, and this is a weekend that you give to yourself, and it'll be life transformational and give you the support to make your dreams come true and make your relationships work better. So I think I've handled all that. And some of you would like to get coaching on your relationship. I've trained in my company, Mars Venus Coaching. We've trained over 1,000 coaches around the world, and you can go to marsvenuscoaching.com and find a coach, or you can become a coach. We have a training program, online training program, where you can be a Mars Venus coach and be certified as a Mars Venus coach, and you get ongoing support. It's quite amazing. The president of that company, I'm the owner, but the president is Rich. And Rich, you can call Rich. You can go read about Rich, connect with him, find out about the coaching program. So that's my world. I offer that. Also, if you go to marsvenus.com, go to the top of the page, the #1 supplement I recommend to people, which you can read all about it. I'm not going to take this time. It's the elemental orotates. It's at the top of the homepage. And if you want to experience enthusiasm, excitement, motivation, transformation, and change, start with your body. If you have extra weight on your body, in 1 month, you can lose 10 pounds. You can lose 10 pounds, and that change releases huge amount of motivation and energy. I just did it. I did the 1-month cleanse, reset. If you'd like to learn how to do the reset, you can go to the bottom of the page on marsvenus.com, and you say contact us in this little window that comes up. And what would you like us to let you know? And one of the choices is our wellness program. And put in your phone number or your email, ideally your phone number, and then we call you and we provide free coaching to help you do your first 30-day reset, lose 10 pounds, and get free coaching throughout that time. And we would give you the recommended products, how to do it, how to make it easy. I just did it, lost 10 pounds. I feel fantastic. It's just, you just don't know how we're holding ourselves down with extra weight if you have extra weight. And the program has proven, double blind studies, not double blind, peer reviewed studies, many, that following this particular program, you gain muscle mass and you lose body fat, particularly the unhealthy body fat. So, wow, most people, by just sort of doing intermittent fasting, where they eat less calories and so forth, their metabolism slows down and they lose muscle mass. They lose fat, but they also lose muscle mass. And that's the most important thing to keep. And this program will increase your muscle mass, which gives you so much energy, so much focus, and lose the extra weight, just the fat. It's pretty profound that it really works for people. So that you get coaching. I wouldn't recommend just trying to do it on your own. You really need help. And Ellen is my partner in doing this for over 25 years or 20 years. And she does a great job, and we can give you that support. So these are your options. Make your life better. These are tools. Go for it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for the Radiant